Word to the cloud. There we go. Okay, folks. Well, welcome to Home Business Freedom. I am Smiling Stu Sutherland. I want to welcome you to the third week of the Home Business Workshop. Now, if you've missed any of week one or week two, there are replays available for you in the private group for the Home Business Workshop. Just drop me a message and I will make sure you get a link to get into that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get right into what we're talking about today. Let me do a screen share for you. There we go. And there we are. And you should now be seeing my screen. So anyway, here we are, Home Business Workshop with Smiling Stu Sutherland. And we're happy to have you here. All right. So what do we got for you? Well, for tonight, for starters, we're going to have a little review over what we've covered so far. We're going to talk about traffic strategies that provide and how to provide value. We're going to talk a little bit about YouTube. We're going to talk about optimizing your Facebook page because that's something you all want to do regardless of what platform you're going to have as your main platform. Facebook groups, if you want to do a Facebook group like the ones I've done, that's a great way to get to know an audience and get people to follow you. Facebook posting, we talked a little bit about that last week, and we wanted you to get started on that. And then we're also going to talk about Canva.com, which I told you to take a peek at last week, but we're going to cover that a little more in depth. And we'll get to some homework. And so let's talk about last week. Well, okay. Well, first week, actually, we wanted you to get the HBA funnel builder downloaded and set up and a premium trial set up and to attend an orientation, either live or a replay. Get your domain name and your integration and get Response hooked up and your Sam's Cart affiliate links. Okay. And that's all the stuff you're basically needing to get your basics set up. Now, if you haven't done that yet, or you're tied up on it or behind on it, again, get me a message because this is crucial to moving forward. So I want to help you with that. A lot of people get tied up in this first little bit here. And if we help you get over that, the rest of it becomes a lot easier. So don't panic over it. Don't get stressed out of it over it. And don't let it frustrate you. Just contact me before you get all frustrated. All right. And then I wanted you to plug into some of the masterminds. If you haven't done that yet, there's still plenty of time to do it. And then we talked a little bit about the magical morning formula. And there's actually a contest around that we'll talk about this week. And Facebook training. And also Canva that we talked about last week. So let's get into it this week, and we'll get into some things a little more in depth. Well, for starters, let's talk about YouTube. Should you choose to do a YouTube strategy? Well, a lot of people do, and they find it very workable. And you don't have to have thousands of followers to make it work. It's the mailing list that's important to you. So anyway, you can start a YouTube channel for free. It's very simple to do. Just go in there and click you want to start one. And most of you know how to fill out forms. Very simple. You don't have to pay for the paid levels to get started. I don't pay for anything on there yet because I do more video storage than I do run an actual YouTube channel. You'll want a cover picture, which I've done right here. And in fact, just updated today. Playlists, you have the ability to group like videos together to create a playlist. So things that go one right after the other to do a training. SEO is the really big thing about YouTube, is to help the YouTube search engine find you. You have to make sure you set up your descriptions in such a way that the search engine can find you by highlighting what the video is about and hitting some keywords to help the YouTube search engine find it. And then backlinking. Backlinking is a process where you get other groups or other people's pages to like and basically share your link on their page. So that's a backlink. So in other words, it's helping people find you from backlinks, and it shows more value in the video and helps you to rank higher. So there are syndication groups where groups help each other out by backlinking each other's videos to help them get more exposure. I'm actually in one of those groups myself. So when you get to that point, and especially if you're working with HBA, there are options to do that for you. All righty. So let's take a look at Facebook profile. Okay. Well, Facebook profile is a critical thing for anybody doing business on the internet. And I don't care whether your primary vehicle is Facebook or not. When people find you, they will look you up. They will do one of two things. They'll look up for a personal website and they'll look up for what you do or if you have a presence on Facebook. People are just looking to see, they basically want to stalk you. They basically want to look through your profile and see what you're about. Okay, so make it easy for them and give them the things that help show what you're about. Well, for starters, a profile picture, that little picture right there of you that comes up in the circle. Okay. You want that to be an actual picture, not a cartoon, not your dog, not anything else, but an actual fairly professional picture. You can be relaxed, but a picture of you. In fact, you can't even get a check mark on Facebook if you're not using an actual picture. All right. Number two, a cover picture. That's this top part right here. Okay. Now you can make one of these on Canva, or you can just post a really nice picture. There's a couple of theories about what the best way is to do that. Again, I'm going to point you to a training that's going to give you more in-depth training on this in your back office. So number three, let's talk about the about information, all this information right here. Well, you want to control that a little bit. You don't want it to have 1,000 things in there. You want it to be descriptive and you want it to be concise and to the point. And you want to make sure that you have a link in there that helps people to find you. Where would people find you if it wasn't on Facebook? So maybe it's a link to your personal website or a link to your business. Any of those things work. Or, maybe a link to your personal Facebook group. So those are all links where people can find you, and you want to make sure that they do that. One of the other things I was going to mention too is on that cover picture, when you click on that, there is a description that comes up behind it. You want to make sure you have clickable links in that description to help people find you as well. And then number four over here, we're going to talk about the pinned post. Well, you can take any post you've done and you can make it a pinned post, and you can make it the first thing that people will see when they come to your page. So if there's something that you really appreciate or really approve of, you make that your pinned post so that people will come right down and see it first thing when they come to your page. So anyone that's checking you out will see that immediately and know at least that much about you. Now, a lot of people use it for a little video about themselves, just kind of introducing yourself to people and welcoming people to your page. You can also use it for promotional reasons if you have something going on right now that you want people to see. I often tag or pin the morning mindset call that I go to. I pin the information on that so people can join us on that if they want to. And then, of course, photos down here. You have the ability to set some preferred photos. So you want to be aware of what those are and make sure you have your best photos showing to people. So anyway, and again, I'm going to show you a training that's going to take you more in depth on that. All right, Facebook groups. Okay. Oh, and real quick, let me just forgetting to go and take a look at the internet between these. All right, so here's my personal page. Now you can see I've got a profile or a cover picture to it. If I click on it, it's got links over here in the side. Okay. Picture. And in fact, I'm blue check marked, very worth doing that. It makes it a lot easier for you to control your account should it be hacked. And that's happening a lot right now. So definitely something worth thinking about. Then we have the about information right here. And again, I've got it pretty short and concise, just a few things. Obviously, if you've done a lot in your life, that could be a mile long. So edit that a little bit. And down here, you have a link to my YouTube channel, and you have a link to my my links page, which is right down there. So you get to see that. and basically it helps people to find me. And then this other one will take you to the Home Business Freedom Facebook group. Okay, so there's those things. Pinned post right now, I have the magical morning formula up there right now because that's really something that we want people to see right now. We're really, so many people have failed on their New Year's resolutions already. And this is something that can really help to transform your life and help you to achieve the goals that you're going for and to organize your thoughts and to help with your visions, everything. So that's something that we're looking at right now. So that's my current pin post. And then you go down and you've got my lives and various other things that you'll see there. And then down here, you've got some pictures that I'm controlling. Oh, those are friends here. Where's pictures? There we go. And these are some that are actually from my last walk outside there. So anyway, so that's the Facebook end of it. Let's take you back over here then, and we're going to talk about Facebook. All right. So basically, obviously, you want to be joining groups in your niche, but you can also create one in your niche. So let's say you were creating maybe your niche was hunting and fishing. Well, maybe you'd like to create a group where you share the things with other people that you're doing hunting and fishing and what's working, what's not. Give tips and maybe invite other people to share and have interaction discussions of that nature. It's a great way to build relationships with people who ultimately, if you're a hunting and fishing person and you're selling hunting and fishing stuff, those people may ultimately like the things you're showing and purchase some of them. So basically creating a group around the things you're doing or the things you love and inviting people to join it. You're going to have about information on there as well that's going to tell about the group. Again, you can do a pinned post that has like a welcome letter to people. You have the ability to post photos on there. The other thing that's very important when you do a group is to make sure you set up the questions at the beginning. You want to make sure you get an email from folks and you want to ask a couple of qualifying questions and then make them sign off on obeying the group rules, because that's the other thing is you'll set up some group rules. Group rules are typically pretty basic. Be nice to everybody else, no spamming, that sort of thing. So very easy to set up. And in fact, one night we may even go over how to set up one of those. They're pretty simple, take a matter of minutes. And again, for something like that, that's where YouTube actually has a place. You're not going to learn how to become affiliate marketer by watching videos on YouTube, but when you're trying to learn how to do a specific thing, that's where YouTube is great. So if you want to learn how to set up a Facebook group, I'm going to show you a video inside of the back office, but also just simply YouTube search for how do I set up a Facebook group. I will guarantee you there's a dozen videos there to help you out. So that's where YouTube has a place. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Facebook posting. We talked some about that last week, just going over there and peeking at it. But let's talk a little bit about what you're really trying to do when you post. Well, for starters, you're trying to stop the scroll. People are there on their phone just going zip, 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 and they're just scrolling through everything. So you want something that's going to stand out a little bit. So for instance, I've made a couple of posts over here that are actually the exact same post, the exact same quote. Okay. So what you're trying to do is stop the scrolling. You're trying to promote engagement. And there's basically 5 basic types of posts. You've got an inspirational post. You got a question post, like you can say, who wants to see this, or, if you had an hour to spend at lunch with anybody you wanted, who would you like it to be and why? Anything like that. A question that's designed to get interaction. Okay. A pain point post, something that's designed to go to your customer and maybe focus. Something like maybe talking about negative people and negativity. Well, that's a pain point. If they've got negative people around them, that's a pain point. If they're struggling to make ends meet, that's a pain point. So any engagement about, or any post about that. Engagement posts are anything basically that are designed to create conversation. They want you to engage with it. May not have anything to do with what you're talking about. One of the real key ones you'll see a lot is you'll see people saying, hey, I want to reset my algorithm, send me a hello. Well, they get a whole bunch of people sending hello. The algorithm sees a lot of activity on their post, and that helps to get them seen more, which is why people do that. Engagement post might also be something like, I'm cleaning out my friends list. Who wants to stay? Everybody that cares about you is going to tell you they want to stay, creating a lot of interaction. So a lot of engagement. And then product posts, of course, are just telling people about a product or offering a product of some kind. So that's really your more or less sales post. Okay. So if you go over here and you look at these two different posts that I've made, they're both the exact same quote. But if you were scrolling through Facebook, which one would catch your eye first? Okay. Well, all I did was go into Canva, and I'll show you how to do this in a minute. I grabbed a picture, I grabbed a quote, and I put something together with it. Okay. Very simple. Now, obviously, you see a lot of the purple ones, or the person with the basketball doing that, or the person with the megaphone making an announcement. Again, those are better than just a white square with words on it. Even this one that says that's in gray is better than just a white post. Okay. So anything that'll get some attention and get people to stop and actually look at it. So that's what you're after with the post. And canva.com. Oh, let me actually get back out of here for a minute. Here I go, zipping on along, and I'm not showing you things on live. So Facebook group, there we have it right there. And as any of you joined, you probably went through the questionnaire, gave emails, all that kind of stuff. And of course, we'll see that we are right here now. So we are actually being seen as we speak. So anyway, that would be a example of a Facebook group. And then of course, here's the private one I set up for you. That's the one that's got our replays in it from last week and the week before. And then again, a link to Canva and a few other things for you to help you out. So this is where, if you've missed anything, this is the group you want to be in to catch that. It's called Home Business Workshop, or Home Business Freedom Home Business Workshop. You can search for that, or just drop me a link and I'll get you a straight link or a straight invite into it. So anyway, that's a group for you. And then we are talking about Canva. So real quick, what was I saying about Canva in here? So basically all I was showing you is it's at canva.com, and that's a picture of what you're about to see right here. So this is actually my Canva account. So you can actually go in here and see all of the different, I should be able to see all the projects I've done. Let's see here. A lot of them may just be on my computer because I do quite a bit of stuff actually live on the computer. So let's see here. To take you just to my live Canva, because it's not giving me what I want on here. Let's go to home. No, that's not where we wanted to go. Okay. Oh, we'll just take you to the regular Canva I have. And this is actually Canva that you're in right now. So I guess I suppose I can jump out of the presentation here real quick and go to straight up Canva here for you. So anyway, let me just take you to home. I'll get back to the presentation when we're ready for it here. But here you can actually see all the different things I've designed over time. I've actually gotten, Canva will actually send you a award every so often, tell you you've done 100 designs or 5. I forget what the last one was I got, but I've got a bunch of them, as you can see. And even what we're watching right now is day 3 of the workshop. And that actually, I may have just messed this up on that because I may have buried it. Oh, no, here it is. We can get right back to it. But anyway, Canva, let me just really quick show you while we're here. I'm going to create a design real fast for you. So if you're trying to create a post, you can take just about anything, and all you have to do is go over and click on Create a Design Facebook Post. And it's going to give you a nice piece to put it on. Now, let's say I want to talk about determination. Okay, well, let's do something better than determination. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and do determination. Let's go over here and see what kind of elements we can get for determination. All righty. So it's going to give you basically stickers that you can use to build it with. It's going to give you some photos. Um, so, hey, here's a nice one. I kind of like this. So if I wanted to create a post around I can, not I can't, I could just kind of bring that out a little bit maybe and center it just a little bit there. And then I can type something else about, I don't take some text and put it on there. And again, I'm just spitballing here real quick. I'm not trying to really do anything, but let's just say determination. Boom. All right. And then I can move that around up here if I want. I can make it sideways if I want. So you can do just about anything you want here. I actually, if I wanted to put myself in it, have the ability to do this. I'm going to show you a pro trick with it now here. This is not something you can do with the free version, but I'm going to show you a quick pro trick. Okay. Here's a picture I took of me, and it's just standing in front of some closet doors. Well, we obviously don't want that in the picture, right? So let's go up here to edit photo. And again, I'm a paid user, so I get this little feature for included with that. But there I go. I can just strip that right out of there. Or even better yet, let's see some more I've got here. Images, personal images. I actually want one that points. So let's take this one. Let's get rid of this one. And let's go ahead and get the background out of this one. And there we go. And see, now I can put myself down here in the corner pointing at it, saying I can. So there you go. That's obviously very simple. You can put all kinds of pictures in there. You can go back if you wanted to the elements and maybe throw, let's go back to the graphics. Maybe you want to throw something like that in there somewhere. If you want that to show up in white, you could do that just by going up here and changing the color. So Canva is really super easy to use. You got to play with it a little bit at first to get used to it. We'll put this right up here by determination. There you go. Maybe that doesn't show up as well as I'd like. Maybe I'd try a different color, or maybe I can go here and adjust the transparency and what's behind it a little bit. So if I want to fade something out so the stuff in front of it shows up better, you can do that. So there's just a ton of stuff you can do with Canva. A target down there, anything you want to do, basically. You can do text. Text also has some really nifty things. If I want some cool text like that, have a decent text with it, and maybe take that out of the bottom because I don't want their watermark, but that gives me a cooler way to say it. Obviously, it's a little large, so we're going to have to take it down to where it fits. Righty, and let's probably make that a black letter as well. Boom. And then maybe let's get rid of that one. So you can see we can do all kinds of really neat stuff with Canva. Want this, that out there. So you can see you can just play around with stuff, and before you know it, you come up with things. I often like the one I was just showing you there a minute ago in the presentation. I often will just try and find a quote, and then I will try and think of what kind of picture that quote makes me think of. And so once I think of the picture that goes through, I'll just go search for a picture like that. And that's how I was able to do the one we were just looking at in the thing. So let me go back to workshop day 3 here and go back in there. So let's pick up a page. when I was talking about these. So basically this, when defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more towards your coveted goal. So I took the set sail part of that. It made me think of a sailing ship. So there they are sailing off for their goal. And that's all I did. And I looked for a picture that had, and there's some graphic things, and I'm training that, again, you can go through that's going to cover this. If you went through the Facebook training that I showed you last week, it's got sections that will cover this. But you'll notice I made a point to put the lettering all up in a blank blue sky so that it'll stand out. Oftentimes people put lettering over pictures that won't work very well. So there's some tricks for that to make it stand out a little more. So that kind of covers Canva for you a little bit. I definitely want you to go over, no matter what else you do, go over and play with the free part of it. Yeah, if you want to be able to strip backgrounds out of your pictures and things like that, you're going to have to pay for the pro. It's only like $12 a month or something like that. I pay for it annually, so I'm not sure what the monthly is anymore. And, new year, it may have gone up, but anyway, it's relatively inexpensive for what you get to do with it. I'm in it absolutely every day. So it doesn't make sense for me not to have pro. So anyway, we're at the end here. Our final quote: obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. It's Michael Jordan. So that's basically what we got for you tonight. Let's get rid of that. And there's Canva again. I was going to show you that. And the other thing I was going to show you real quick here is, let's just open up a new page. And see, I want to go to smilingstu.com/magical more to there. Something ClickFunnels there. I don't know what that is. Yes. Let me go into my Sam's cart's really where it would be. As I was telling you about the magical morning formula the other night, we now have a brand new program going. We just went through the release on this, and I'm going to post for you in the comments a link to this. But this is the new JV comp they came up with. And if you're a brand new affiliate marketer and you want a way to just kind of get your feet wet, that's not going to be real costly and not going to really be something that might hurt you, this is a great way to go. It's a $10 app, so it only costs you $10 a month to be a part of it. And right now, I've actually got a 40% off coupon for you. But it's a great way to do it, because if you sell just one, it pays 80%. So if you sell just one, now your cost is down to $2. And if you sell two, you're actually in profit by $6 a month. So, it's a real easy way to get your feet wet. Now, it's not something, it's something you want to try and use it first. So first thing I would recommend is I'm going to have you go to the Magical Morning Formula, which I have got a link for, and I will put that in the area. But go to this Magical Morning Formula and learn about the method and the morning program. It will help you to focus your thoughts and reach your goals quicker. And then there's an app that goes along with this. They'll talk about that at the very end. And then the other one that I would do, of course, is the JV promo. And the other one you might want to take a look at is this one, the direct product page. And this goes to just Let's Goal itself. And actually it won't take me there, because it's going to take me to my own Let's Goal right now. I forgot you've got to do that in an incognito window if you want to try and do it. So well, I won't try and do that. I'll just post the link and you guys can go take a look at it. But anyway, if you're interested in a really low cost way to get started and just get your feet wet with affiliate marketing, this is a great way to go. If you already have the funnel builder and have it set up, then all of these little, not that one. I keep trying to go to the one I can't go to. Um, this magical morning formula, this is one that you have access to. This JV promo page, this is one that you have access to. And all you need is a link, and you can share this with somebody and they can go right now and learn about it and go from there. But anyway, that's what I've got for you this evening, folks. Again, if you are stuck in any way or you have any kind of questions at all, please drop me a message and I will get back to you right away and we will help you get past that. Other than that, keep working on what we're working on. And, I will have you up and running with your first products in no time flat. In fact, if you've been following the instructions, you probably are already up and running with a product. So if not, please message me. We want to make sure we keep you on track with this and make things happen for you. So let's real quick stop our share here. So anyway, folks, I hope you all got some value out of this evening. Again, if you are stuck in any way whatsoever, drop me a message right away and I will get with you one-on-one and we will get you caught up and get you on track, folks, because there's no reason why you shouldn't have this set up right away and be out there making some money. So have a great night, folks. Be sure you smile at everyone you see tonight and going for, well, just smile at everyone you see always. Have a great night, folks. We'll talk to you next week. Take care now.